World of Warcraft Dragonflight. It is finally here. We know what World of Warcraft's next expansion is going to be. It's been a long time coming, and I have to be 100% honest, I wasn't really excited about this particular announcement. I've been excited for new expansions in the past, and wasn't excited for this one. I just really expected Blizzard not to wow me with this particular expansion. Quite honestly, I think many of us heard exactly what we wanted to hear from Blizzard on this particular expansion. I'm going to go ahead and go through the list of like all of the features, and I'm going to do it in the order that I feel are most important to me, but everything's going to be here. All of the information that I could think of to put into this presentation, everything is here. The biggest news out of this whole announcement is the fact that there is no central build around feature. There is no artifact weapon, no Azurite armor, no Covenant soulbind crap or whatever there was in the past. I couldn't find it. I listened and I listened, I watched and I rewatched. I don't think that's going to happen this time. I think we're just going to get World of Warcraft, where the world is the important part. The actual build around feature. We're not having some computer system that the game's built around. It's actually going to be built around the world. We hope this time around. And that's the first feature, is the fact that there isn't a feature. And I am so excited about that. That's the biggest news that I heard all day. And that's what really has me excited for this new expansion. I'm definitely going to be playing. I wasn't sure if I was going to play or not, but after today, I do know I will be playing this expansion when they do release it. We really didn't get a release date. We didn't even really get a release date for an alpha. It was like a soon TM type deal, right? But it's coming, and I think we just need to be patient. And when it comes, we'll play it. The very next thing that they mentioned that I'm really excited about are skill trees. They are bringing back skill trees. It's not exactly the same, but why would it be? It's something new, and they have a new, fresh idea on it. Looks cool. Looks very customizable. Looks like you could tweak a lot of things, and there's a little drop down where you can save loadouts. That sounds awesome. Sounds very friendly. Along with that, there's a UI revamp, and I am so excited about this. I want to see if I can play this game without any add-ons at all. Don't know if we can do it without recourse, but I want to try. I want to see what we can do. I just hope that they can get the health bars to change colors when you have a status effect on you like LVUI does. And I hope that the creature bars, I don't know what that's called, but in LVUI, you have the bars above the creature's heads. I hope they have a little more customization there than they do in the base system with World of Warcraft right now. They were really close, but in PvP, I was missing certain things, like when Divine Shield was up on a paladin or something. Sometimes I'm far away. I don't always see the bubble, right? Sometimes I'm looking at other things. Leave me alone. I like to have it. LVUI has it. I kind of hope that Blizzard puts that in there. Just saying. Oh, yeah, everything else I think was in the system. I've played without add-ons before, and I got a pretty almost usable experience for me before without the add-ons. Just a couple of little things that still bugged me that I still wanted LVUI for, but I really look forward to get my hands on the system and seeing what I can do with it. I'll just say that. The third thing that I'm really excited for is the profession system. They're starting something new. They're going to do something new with the profession system. I'm playing a lot of EVE Online right now, and they're never going to have manufacturing and industry like EVE Online does, but they're putting in, I'm thinking buy orders or contracts. It's kind of a mixture of the two. It's work orders. I want to say they called it work orders. Don't hold me to that. But something very similar. They called it an auction house type feature where you open it up. You can choose if it's private or public, if you want it to be for a guild or open to everybody. There's a lot of options, and that sounds like a good thing. Options are always good. So I'm really looking forward to what they're going to do with professions. They also said that they're bringing back specializations. Like for leatherworking, they used to have elemental leatherworking, scale, dragon scale leatherworking, I want to say. and what did they call it? Some very druidic type of leatherworking. I can't remember. Oh, tribal leatherworking, which is what the other one was. And the armors had like swordsmiths and armor smiths or whatever. So they're kind of bringing back some of these specializations to the professions so that you can specialize. And they're giving you all different kinds of skill ups you could do. And there was even crafting gear type items that they say will pop out when you're, I don't know. And crafting tables in the cities. It sounded nuts. It sounds like they're really doing a lot of things to try to make crafting better and interesting. I mean, who's going to argue against that? I'm excited about that. I like crafting. I like a lot. So yeah. The next three things are things I'm not totally excited about, but it's not that they're not exciting. It's just not, they don't interest me. So they're at the bottom of the list, right? For you, it might be very important. So that's why we're talking about it. But me, I don't care. This expansion, I didn't expect this at all. It's coming out with the new race. It's the dragon race, but they call it the Dracthyr race, right? You're not exactly a dragon, but kind of like a dragonkin type sort of character. And they have like the Vistage form, which is very much like a human, right? So it's cool. Lots of customization options that they were showing off in the presentation. Looks cool, looks fun. I'm a balanced druid, but I'm sure others are gonna love it. Along with the new race, they're adding another class. Kind of. It's the Evoker class. And only only Dracthyrs can be Evokers. And if you're an Evoker, you're going to be a Dracthyr. So they kind of cheated a little bit here, but we're going to have to give them a pass because it's impressive. They're adding this in, and they decided to go for it. And hey, new class, new race, both at once. Never happened before. Sounds cool to me, right? It's all right. It's going to be fun. That's the main thing. No matter what decision they made, it looks like they decided on fun instead of designing a game around mythic raiders, which kind of seems like what they were doing before. They were just so afraid that these super high-end, highly motivated, awesome players were going to defeat their raid in 2 days. And who really cares if they do? Because if you put all these blockers in for them, all you're really doing is hurting normal players. So it looks like they're really concentrating on fun and not really so much on, oh, how are we going to cock block, the best players in the world. Now, the feature that I'm the least excited about, and I'll explain why, it's the dragon riding. So we're going to be able to fly as soon as we get there, and we'll have our own special dragon that we can customize and do all the great things with and level up and learn how to fly better within the zone. And there's only, this sounds cool, and it is cool, and it sounds fun, and it looks like it's going to be fun, and I imagine it is. The only problem I have with this particular feature is I don't know how it carries over into like the next expansion. Now, if they do keep a feature like this, like, hey, this dragon mount is something you used here in the Dragon Isles, the next expansion, we're going to have a special mount for that. Like if it's a water themed or jungle themed or whatever, and we get a special, special mount for that does special cool things for the specific expansion we're in. I'm 100% for this. And I really hope that they do that. I don't think they're going to. I think they're just going to throw this away when we're done. And I'm tired of them doing that. They spend so much time developing something that's cool and fun, and then they're like, new thing. And I understand they don't want to get bored, but I think you're not going to get bored if you're trying to think up a whole new mount for a new expansion. So maybe they'll stick with that. So my opinion on this could change 100% very easily if they decide to make this something that they do moving forward. Right? This is cool. Cool. It's not even a power game thing. I have to admit, I'm so surprised that we don't have aspect power, right? That I was so sure we were going to have a new AP system that they were going to announce, and I was just done. I was just going to check out. This is just me being silly. dragon riding. It's going to be cool. Have fun with it. All right. The other news that was announced is, of course, we have the Dragon Isles, and the Dragon Isles has 5 new zones. There's going to be a starter zone for the what are they called again? The Dracthyr. Didn't really hear much or see much about what the starter zone is. Maybe it's a combination and collaboration of all the other zones, or I don't know what the idea is there. They kind of kept that a little close to the vest, to be honest. Maybe it's something they're still working on or hasn't been shored up, or they want to keep secret. You never know. But the first zone they mentioned is the Waking Shores. They described it. I don't remember seeing very many pictures of it, but it's where we first start out, right? We get there and we're introduced to the Dragon Isles there. The next zone, I'm awful with names, but it's like Ohn'Ahran Plains? Maybe. I don't know if that's said right, but hey, it's spelled out there somewhere. It's a very green zone, lots of plains, but then they actually have a grove section as well. So the Ohn'Ahran Plains. After that, there's the Azure Span. Looked like a beautiful zone, like huge trees. They described them as like redwood style trees that were just absolutely huge. And then it like elevates up until you get into snowy peaks and such. I kind of like that idea. And next was Thaldraszus. Thaldraszus. Sure. That's going to have our main city hub there. And I imagine there's going to be some surrounding areas with that as well. So all sounds very cool. All looks very cool. And I am so excited. I really want to play this expansion. I've really been wanting a fun World of Warcraft experience for a very long time. This looks like it's all focused on fun. It really does. Everything, they hit all the right notes, and it sounds like they've really been listening, paying attention, and trying to make all of the right changes. And that's the way I see it. That's going to do it for this video. If you made it this far, please like, comment, and subscribe. I know I haven't made many videos lately. I haven't been excited about anything. I haven't wanted to make like really negative videos, which were all that seemed to be what I was cranking out. And it's really good to be excited about this again. I really want to play this game. I want to play it now, but look, we're going to have to be patient. We're going to wait, right? Alpha, beta, and then release sometime next year, right? That's what we're going for. Until next time, make sure you turn on war mode.